What's up, guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and if you can't tell, I'm in the kitchen today, and no, I'm not cooking. Not gonna cook, although I will say one of my all-time top five most watched videos on my channel is a cooking video. But my wife was in it, so that probably has more to do with it than this guy. So that's okay. So let's get down to what we're doing today. Today's video is a little bit different. I had a company reach out to me several weeks ago, and they wanted me to do a product review of some of their products. And I actually kind of turned them down at first because really I kind of looked over their products and thought, you know, a lot of this doesn't have anything to do with me or what I'm doing. And they were kind of persistent and kept asking. So finally I agreed on reviewing a ice maker. They have a portable ice maker. Check it out. So why, I know I'm gonna get some questions of what in the world does a portable ice maker have to do with my channel that's about goats and gardens and hunting and fishing. And well, let me explain it this way. We live about 10 miles from town, and in the summertime it's like 100 degrees here all the time. So when we go to town and buy groceries, we usually buy 2 or 3 bags of ice. Well, when it's that hot, by the time we get home, a lot of it's melted, which isn't that big a deal. Ice is like $2 a bag. But it's kind of a pain because then it makes a mess and you get water all over the place, and throw it in the freezer when you get home, and then you have a huge block of ice. And our refrigerator in our living room, let me rephrase that, our refrigerator in our kitchen. Yeah, we don't have a refrigerator in our living room. Our refrigerator in the kitchen doesn't have an ice maker. So I agreed to test out this portable ice maker and share my thoughts with you guys, because there's lots of times we use a lot of ice around here, in the summertime especially. But you know, if we're going fishing, I like to fill up a cooler full of ice, and then maybe have another cooler that you can ice your fish down in to keep them cold. Early season when you're deer hunting, there's a lot of times when you may go out and kill a deer, and it's going to take you a little while to get it processed. So if you got 25, 30 pounds of ice on hand in a freezer, you can stuff it all up in the body cavity of that deer. Keep your deer nice and cool until you can get it processed, because early season bow hunting in Oklahoma, it's kind of hot. You know, you may be hunting 85, 90 degrees, and you don't want that deer to stay hot. You want to get that body temperature dropped down as quickly as possible. So I like to keep a lot of ice on hand. So might as well try a portable ice maker that we can use at home. So let's get down to the nuts and bolts of it. So this is my ice maker I'm trying out right here. This is the Luma Comfort IM200SS. Pretty simple little machine, not a whole lot to it. I've never owned a portable ice maker, so this is a first for me. You just fill it with water here at the top. I'll demonstrate that a little more in a little bit. Pretty simple little machine. Fill it full of water, plug it in, turn it on, wait a little while, and start shooting ice out. So this is the Luma Comfort IM200SS. It'll make up to 28 pounds of ice a day. One thing I will say, it's a neat machine, but one thing I didn't realize when I got it is the ice storage bin in here, this area here, is not refrigerated. So when you turn this thing on, it starts making ice. The ice falls down into the bin, and it just kind of slowly melts, and the water recycles back up into the machine. So it's not refrigerated. So it's not something that you want to leave out. I mean, it is a pretty big machine. So, I mean, I'm not a little guy, you know that. It's a pretty good sized machine. So it's not something I want to leave out on the cabinet all the time. So what I typically do, and I've been running this for several weeks now, is a day when we're going to be around the house, I'll plug it in, turn it on, fill it full of water, and let it make ice. And every couple hours, I just dump that ice into like a grocery bag or a big Ziploc baggie, and then I can put those bags in the freezer, because this thing will make, like I said, it'll make up to 28 pounds of ice per day. That's a lot of ice, but it's not going to just make a huge quantity. It's not going to make 28 pounds and hold it inside this machine. It just won't hold that much ice. So I would say it probably holds 5 pounds of ice, maybe, something like that. When you take the little tray out, it's full of ice right now. See, the tray is pretty small, about 4 inches tall, maybe 4 inches wide. So it doesn't hold a ton of ice, but it makes ice very quickly. And the model I bought makes little square cubes. That's obviously 6. So it's like restaurant style ice. The one I bought, clear ice cubes, restaurant quality, restaurant style ice. That's what the box said. So neat little machine. It does make quite a bit of ice. It does what it's advertised to do. But like I said, one of the drawbacks that I found that I'm not real, maybe not just super gung-ho about, is the fact that it's not refrigerated. So it's made to use when you're having an event or to stock up on ice, in my opinion. It's not something that you're gonna have to leave sitting on the countertop and leave running all the time. So it's not loud, but it does make some noise. I mean, it's an ice maker. It's gonna make a little noise. So we don't plan on leaving it on the countertop. We don't plan on having it out all the time. So let me move the camera, show you how this thing works, show you what it does, and yeah, stick with me. So as soon as you take this thing out of the box, it's ready to go. There's nothing to it. Set up super simple. Take it out of the box, plug it into the wall, turn it on, it's ready to go. Right now it says it needs to add water, so you just remove the little cap off the back and fill it full of water. So there you go. I just turned it back on. Let's put my little cap back on up here. You can hear it. There's a little fan motor, but it's not loud. So the way it works, the machine cools the water. It runs out. You can see it's running out of this little trough into each one of these individual squares, and these get cold, causes an ice cube to form in each one of those. And then after those ice cubes form, it just pushes them out into the tray. So a little tray sits down in there, holds your ice. So like I said, as it melts, the water just runs back into the machine and it recirculates it and makes more ice. So that's why you're not going to want to leave it running all the time. It would just continuously make ice, but it's also melting as fast as it's making ice. So it's not refrigerated in here. So like I said, I just take this out and take it over to my freezer, and I just dump it into a little ice tray in here. So there you have it. This is the Luma Comfort Portable Ice Maker. I'll leave a link to their website in the description box below and a promo code for 15% off. It's ARMSFAM, ARMSFAM at lumacomfort.com. They'll give you 15% off. They make lots of other products besides just ice makers. And if you guys are very much into the homesteading community here on YouTube, you've heard about Luma Comfort. They've done lots of videos with several other channels. I know Danny at Deep South Homestead did a video on a portable heat and air unit. Josh, Stony Ridge Farmer, did one on an air fryer. So there's lots of products on their website. They're kind of geared towards portable, small things. Seems like maybe tiny house and cabin life. A lot of cool products for small living spaces. Like I said, neat company, neat products. Go check them out. This was the Luma Comfort IM200SS Portable Ice Maker. Neat product. It's probably, I'm going to be honest, probably not something I would go out and buy myself. But like I said, they reached out to me and asked me to do a review on their product. And it 100% works great, works as advertised, and does what they say it's supposed to do. My only wish was that that ice bin was refrigerated so you could leave that plugged in and then you're not having to dump it all the time. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I apologize. This is a little bit different kind of video than what I'm used to doing and what I usually post on my channel, but yeah, it was a cool product and worth doing a review on. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I hope y'all have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.